Diet Coke. Recently had an appointment with a psychiatrist, and he doesn't like the fact that I drink a lot of Diet Coke. He says it kills the good bacteria, I guess, in my gut or something like that. So this might be the last Diet Coke case I drink for a while, but I really don't want to stop drinking Diet Coke. I love it so much, but so I had an appointment with a psychiatrist not too long ago, and went pretty well. Got wrap, 2 wraps. They're like breakfast wraps. They got egg, cheese, mayonnaise sauce, and it's like a tomato wrap here. Yeah, it's good stuff. So, yeah, I've decided that I think I'm gonna keep my money in a TFSA. So I started a tax-free savings account a while back, and I was planning on cashing it out for a vacation or something, but I think I'm gonna keep my money in there for a while, just let it sit and let it gain interest, gain money. And then I have a savings account as well, just a high interest savings account that's not a TFSA, and I'm going to use that for my vacation instead. So I figure I might need the TFSA if I buy a car or something, so something like that, but it could be useful. And I'd like to talk about a bit about passive income. I hope that I hadn't talked about this in the past, but I guess that's money that you make by not having to do anything. That's how I would define passive income, I guess, but I think that it's just the same as any other type of work that you could do. For instance, you go to your job, let's say you just have a 9 to 5 day job. You do the work now, but you don't get paid immediately. You get paid later. With passive income, you do the work now, and you get paid later. So I mean, there has to be some sort of labor involved initially, I believe. Either that, or if you say, no, Matt, you're not wrong, because I can just invest in a stock. And it's not a lot of work. And I'll get paid from that, but the money you invest in the stock is money that you don't get to spend on a vacation or any other thing, buying a car, rent, eating at restaurants. So I just don't really like if you call my YouTube channel passive income, because my videos are making money without me having to do anything. The initial work was there, me writing the scripts and making the video and stuff. So, but I'm liking night audit more and more. So I work at a resort, and I was working as a front desk agent, and checking people in, and stuff like that. And recently, they started treating me at night audit, where like I don't know a good way to describe it, but for instance, you're counting up the receipts of the front desk agents and making sure they posted things correctly. You're preparing the tips for the servers and stuff, but the servers in the restaurant, because sometimes they get tips, sometimes they don't. Well, they pretty much always get tips, right? But I mean, sometimes they have a negative cash. Go that, but it's when their tips are higher than the cash that they owed the restaurant, I think. So I'm still kind of learning it, but and they get a negative number, and then they're owed that money from us for tips. But I'm not sure. I'm probably gonna explain it very well. But anyways, I got good at, well, not good, but better at night audit. Now I'm actually starting to enjoy it a bit. I didn't before, really, because I find it's like most things for me, like if I'm not good at something, I probably won't enjoy it that much. I think that goes for most people too, but correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe you can tell me in the comments that that's different for you. But I like to count the floats. Floats being like that cash we have set aside for like the bar or the bistro. I like counting them to make sure the right amount of money's in there. I enjoy doing that. I enjoy giving the servers their tips. So I'm actually starting to like the job more than the front desk stuff I was doing, because in front desk stuff I do like making reservations over the phone generally, but it's kind of tough to do that sometimes when you get a lineup of people and they kind of want you to do both, check people in, check people out while making reservations. Like obviously you can only do one at the same time, but it's just tough, you know. But I do have some good news. We have this lady who comes to the resort now and then, maybe about once every 6 months, and she does training. And what she's doing is like, she'll teach us how to basically, and so what it's really about is about how to take somebody who calls us, who's interested in booking a room, and change them from somebody who's never booked with us before to somebody who's booked a room. What they'll do is they'll actually hire people after the training is done to call us and act like customers when they're really not customers, just working for the training company. And they'll act like they're about wanting to book a room, and then they'll score us. They'll give us different points for different things we say. There's certain things we're supposed to say, like we're supposed to, or not just what you say, also with your tone, having an unpleasant tone, and then say things like, have you stayed with us before, or something like that. Because if they have, then you can say, welcome back, and you can ask them what they got a accommodation they had before, so you can give them that again, maybe if they want that. Another thing is matching the day with the date. So the guess is that potential guest, like, I want to book on Friday and Saturday. You don't just want to say yes and book them some Friday and Saturday, like, because you don't know if that's the wrong date. And they might think like the 13th of the month is a Friday, but really it's a Wednesday. So you want to say something like, okay, so you want to book the 13th, and you want to check in on the Friday, let's say the 14th, if it's a Friday. I wanted to say 13 at first, but I guess it's an unlucky number. As you can say, so you want to check in the Friday the 14th, stay 2 nights, check out Sunday the 16th. Is that correct? And they'll be like, yes. Okay. So that's how you match the day with the date. And so you get scored on this, but she actually played one of my calls as a good example of what to do. And and she said I got 100%. And then I recently got this certificate that says you got 100% on your scoring. So yeah, I'm happy about that. It's my boss, the general manager, is gonna buy me a nice meal, and yeah, I feels good. I thought I might get a raise, but I did not. But I'm still thinking about asking for a raise, but because it's not just because of the training. They had me starting at 10 p.m. at night. Well, yeah, I was obviously 10 p.m. at night, and working until 6 o'clock in the morning, 8-hour shift. So I did that the other day. I've been doing that a lot, so yeah, it's like, I think that I should deserve a raise for doing those kind of hours, you know. So I'm here to say, you know, I'm trying to eat at the restaurant at the resort less often than I do. It's been working so far this month, but it's just that, like, if you sit down and eat there, the food's pretty pricey, so even with my 50% discount, which I get on days that I do work on one item, with tip, it still ends up being like $30 or something like that. Especially if I have a couple beer and have dessert and stuff like that. So I saw this on post this on the screen here, and one sec here. I saw this Bitcoin ATM. Which is pretty cool. I saw that in the mall around here. And yeah, I haven't used it, but it's interesting. I've heard one of my friends used it, but not that particular one, but perhaps. But I wonder if you guys can answer. Like, have you ever used a Bitcoin ATM? I don't know how to explain Bitcoin really. It's like a cryptocurrency on the blockchain or something like that. I can't really explain it, but actually my last video though, some of the sound was messed up. Sorry about that, but the cool thing is I used YouTube editor and I was able to remove the last chunk of the video pretty easily. That's pretty cool. I was worried that I had to like delete the video, then edit the video that was on my state on my computer, re-upload the video and stuff. You know what I'm talking about. So yeah, but didn't happen, which is good. Didn't need to. Yeah, my one of the managers that I work with, he's a Pakistani, and he says some of the Pakistanis, they come to Canada. I live in Canada, and they work as a taxi driver and make like $10,000 a month. I had no idea. That's crazy. Now that might be in Toronto. I'm not quite sure, but because you mentioned Toronto, I would think that you would get paid more there than anywhere else in Canada, but he's saying that some Pakistanis will drive semi-trucks and earn like $8,000 a month off that. And that's crazy. If you're a good driver, there's big money to be made, whether you're Pakistani or not. I mean, I would seriously look into a job as a taxi driver or a semi-truck driver. If you're a good driver and if you enjoy driving, I think those two things are pretty much a requirement of them. But why not, you know? But he's also saying that a lot of Canadians are welcome to work in Dubai, which is pretty cool. So I'm kind of thinking about doing that, but not seriously thinking about it, just kind of like entertaining the idea in my head. But that might be a cool adventure to go on. I always still make videos, don't worry. Still make ASMR videos for you guys. I went for a pretty long walk the other day too, because I did not have the envelope that I wrote down my doctor's appointment on, and I forgot it at my parents' place, so I walked there and it took me about a half hour to get there. Walked back as well. So that's some good exercise. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so I went to a nearby city for my psychiatrist appointment, and man, the psychiatrist was a likable guy for sure. I think this might go well, and but what was I was gonna say? I was just gonna say, yeah, I was looking for some shoes, and a store in that city. Couldn't find anything I liked, basically. I'm thinking of interested in a certain pair of Jordans. They're like red and black, or maybe the white ones with black Nike swoosh. And but definitely need some new sneakers. Mine are falling apart, so. Yeah, I got my Instagram working again. I think maybe I was just tapping on the screen wrong, but in Instagram I was just like, I clicked the watch again button, it wouldn't work, so I'm glad I got that figured out. Apparently I have a business right now lending people money, and then sorry to eat halfway through my sentence there, and then charging them some interest, $10, $20. I think my last loan that I lent out to this one guy I work with, a friend of mine, I think it might have been 20 to $40 actually. He paid me back on top of the amount he owed me. They paid me back for, so. But yeah, so. But I did get ripped off before, not by these people, but by a girl I used to work with, so. I have a business idea. It's a Zoom room, so just a room that's a good soundproofing with table, desk, good chair, maybe a printer, and it's like a good internet access. Then people can pay me to do some business, do some work on their laptop computers in that room. It's just an idea that I have, but I'm not super serious about thinking about it. But and then I could also maybe be in the same building. So we have a co-working space. Because I don't know if you're familiar with WeWork, but it was like a co-working space. I'm not sure how the payments went, but you had to pay money and then you can work on your laptop alongside other entrepreneurs and stuff like that. Like, it seemed like pretty cool stuff, but. I was thinking about maybe moving to Montreal, Canada, and where they speak French, basically. Not everybody, but, well, pretty much everybody, I think. Maybe learning French, and then getting a job there. I thought about that, but I think Montreal would be a cool city to live in, and the French would probably benefit me in my career. One thing I've noticed actually is a lot of advertisements seem pretty cool now, which is kind of weird. I mean, I remember watching The Social Network, that movie with, I remember one thing, Justin Timberlake, who played Sean Parker in that movie, said like you don't want to ruin your website, and that was like the Facebook at the time when it was first being developed. You don't want to ruin it with ads because ads aren't cool. And I think that older stuff, advertisements weren't cool. I mean, you watch TV, and that when the commercials came up, the advertisements, it always kind of sucked. It was like, wow, I wish I didn't have to watch this. I wish I could just be able to watch the program that I want to watch without the ads. But now it's just like I watch on Instagram and stuff on like some Jen Selter. I don't know if you've seen, she posts a lot of booty pics, but it's like an advertisement for like maybe a BlendJet blender, which is like a small blender. It's just do like one drink, and it's kind of like portable and stuff like that, and powerful. And just like the advertisement is interesting to watch, and you don't even know you're watching an advertisement really, but and it's like you're making content. Half these influencers, like half of what they do is like an advertisement, but yet it's entertaining and interesting. It's kind of, I don't know how to explain it that well, but or like people doing try-on hauls for the company Alpha Elite, which is like an athletic apparel brand, and like people making videos that like 40 minutes long, and like the video is like one big advertisement, but it's like a girl trying on multiple pieces of clothing from Alpha Elite and reviewing them, and it's like, yeah, I mean, I think she's getting money from them, but it's like a big advertisement, but yet it's interesting to watch. And so you can't blame them for making that content. And I just found out though you can delete YouTube channels, which kind of worries me. I worry sometimes about getting hacked, and now a crazy guy could just click a few buttons and delete my channel, I guess. So I think I really have to get serious about backing up my videos, because I had to delete them off I had them on my computer. I had to delete them off my computer because my storage was full. I have like 2 terabytes of storage on my iMac, but it filled up pretty quick making video after video and stuff like that. So they were buying, I think, external hard drives, buying a bunch of them or something like that, but or maybe I can pay for cloud storage or something, but I have to get on it. But let me just see. Yeah, I was thinking about maybe I was gonna say doing maybe getting a new credit card maybe next year, the American Express Cobalt card, which would be kind of cool. But you can get like points, and 5 times points on dining, 5 times points on groceries. And right now I have a American Express Scotiabank Gold card, and it's pretty good, but I think the Cobalt might be better just because the Cobalt has American Express membership points, whereas the credit card that I have, it has Scene points. And lots of people say that the American Express membership points are better than Scene points, but the one thing, good thing about mine has no foreign transaction fee, whereas the Cobalt I think does. So I'm gonna go on vacation hopefully and test out my card and see how much, because I've, it says it has no foreign transaction fee, but I saw this other guy's video on YouTube, and he says you still do get dinged for a couple of fees when you take out money overseas and stuff like that on your credit card. But But let me just see. But yeah, I mean, I remember on another note, about 1.5 years ago when I got this apartment, the landlord said to me, like, it's like, Matt, I know how much you make, and sometimes we get worried when people's expenses are over half their income. And I was like, okay, but I've been good. I've been paying up my rent steadily since then. And I said at the time to my landlord, I have a YouTube channel that pays me $100 a month. And she's like, well, that sounds okay, and maybe that'll pick up in the future. At the time, I didn't even think it would too much, but now I'm making like $500-600 a month, Canadian dollars, that is, and it's all because of you guys. Well, because of the work I did, but also because of you guys supporting my channel. So thank you. And I just see. Russian. I've been watching a lot of Russian. I think it's Russian. Could be. I'm not sure actually. It's a foreign language. Russian, maybe videos where they're like wrestling bears and stuff like that, just in a playful way. And they're like feeding bears and petting bears and just wild bears. It's crazy, big brown bears. It's just crazy stuff. Let me just see. But yeah, today was, I worked, I started at 6 o'clock in the morning. I was supposed to start at 2, but this coworker she said that she wanted to switch shifts with me because she was sick. So she just wants some extra time to sleep in the morning. And right now she's working my 2 to 10 shift. So we switched, and man, it was like busy as hell, man. Like there's just so many people coming up to check out, and the phone calls, and luckily I had an office lady doing the phone calls and emails today, but still it was tough. It was a tough job today, and there's just a lot of customers, and actually I screwed something up too, to be honest with you. This guys came up to us with a toy train, and he's like, do you have a screwdriver that can open up this cartridge on it or something like that? And I was like, I don't have it, but I think maintenance might have it. And he's like, well, I'll go to the gym and I'll come back, and if you have it, you have it, and if you don't, you don't. And so I was like, okay. And I put a note up for maintenance. And the guy came back from the gym and he's like, do you have it? And I was like, no. And sorry. And then he walked away, and then about 20 minutes later, maintenance came up with the screwdriver. So I should have got the guys. I should have said, like, hey, let me get your phone number or your room number, and then we'll text you when we get. But I didn't do that, and I messed that up. But let me just see. Yeah, the doctor said that my digestive issues that I was talking about in the past weren't caused by my medication. That's the psychiatrist who said that, and yeah, because I thought they were, but I'm not sure what to do. He says, like, you should go back to your doctor and tell him your issues, and so I guess I'm gonna go back to where I started, basically. And I was thinking that I went into my bedroom today, and I just noticed, I looked at the bed, and it was like the bed was made, and it looked nice, and I was just like, that's not like me to make my bed all nice and like that, but it wasn't anybody else who made it, it was me. And yeah, I surprised myself, but yeah, but I think that's all for now, so thanks for watching. Okay, bye.